Do you need a solution to manage and track student usage at your center, or are you on an old and outdated version of AccuTrack or AccuSQL? Our latest AccuSQL subscription offers more features and capabilities, but is as user-friendly as ever. Allow your students to create, view, and cancel appointments online and from their own devices, as well as sign up for seminars or workshops, and even complete surveys with Web Gateway. If your college has a portal, we do offer single sign-on, so students can sign into your college portal and it will pass their credentials to Web Gateway if they decide to make an appointment. Here it just says make an appointment Web Gateway. Passes the credentials to the student Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore has a survey that's pending, so he can actually fill out that survey online. And submit the survey. Once the survey is submitted, the student will be able to make an appointment or register for a seminar. If the student would like to make an appointment, they're going to go to Appointments. You're going to create a new appointment. And this is where they're going to choose a category or service and then an activity or a course. So I'm going to choose I need help with tutoring, and then I'm going to choose from a list of my currently enrolled courses that are offered at this particular center. Once I choose a course, it's actually going to give me a list of tutors that help with this subject and their availability. I'm going to make an appointment for Sean Connery at Tuesday at 9 a.m. All I have to do is press schedule. Now the appointment is being recorded and the student and the staff member are going to get an email notification of the appointment. If the student would like to view their future appointments, they can go to view/cancel, and they'll see any appointments they have coming up. And if you allow your students to, they will be able to cancel an appointment and even give a reason. If a student would like to register for a seminar, they're going to click on Seminars, Register for Seminars, and a list of seminars or workshops that your center offers will appear. There'll be a title, who the seminar is being presented by, the location, the date and time, and then a short description. Click on the checkbox, Register for Marked Seminar. If the student would like to see any seminars that they are currently registered for, or if they would like to unregister for a seminar, click on View Unregister for Seminar, check the seminar that they want to unregister for, unregister.
Now we're going to take a look at the Computer Lab plugin that allows your students to sign into your center directly from a lab computer.
When a student enters the computer lab, the lab computer will be locked down until the student enters their ID number. If you'd like to track service usage, you can ask the student what they'll be using the lab computer for at sign-in. This will allow you to report on the computer usage in your center. After the sign-in process is complete, the lab computer is unlocked and the student is able to work on whatever they need to. If the student encounters a problem, they have the ability to page a lab assistant without ever leaving their computer. The lab assistant will receive the note and can assist accordingly. Once the student is done using the computer, they can simply sign out and it's ready for the next student. Your center usage can now be reported on in your AccuSQL program. Manage your student intake with our waiting list, including the ability to text students when it's their turn and the ability to display the waiting list on monitors within the lobby. If your students ever have to wait for an available staff, or if the center needs a better way of coordinating and matching students with staff, turn your intake system on and have your students sign in like normal. You can still have your students choose a category or service and a course or activity, as well as an instructor. If you'd like, also ask the student which tutor they'd like to meet with or staff member. Once sign-in is complete, instead of automatically signing the students in, AccuSQL will put the students on a waiting list and tell the student to wait in the lobby until their name is called. This waiting list can be displayed for the students to see where they are in line and allow an admin to match a student with an available staff member. As we can see, Polly Shore has been waiting for a total of 13 minutes for tutoring in English Comp, and he'd like to meet with Sean Connery. Chuck Norris has been waiting for only a minute. He also wants to meet with Sean Connery for tutoring, but in college algebra. Below we can see the available staff members, and I can match the student with the available staff member in which I'd like to. You also have the ability to text message the students when the available staff member is ready. Now, as we can see, Sean Connery now is busy with one student, but Morgan Freeman is still free, and I can match up Polly Shore with Morgan Freeman. The student's time for the session does not start until the admin has signed the student in with an available staff member, but we do have a wait times report that will show how long each student is having to wait, which will help you calculate an average wait time. Designed for centers with roaming staff, Staff tab will allow staff to use a Windows tablet to sign students in from a waiting list, leave notes or comments on the session, create the next appointment, and even sign the students out when the session is over.
To sign in a student, you can grab one off the waiting list, or simply search by name or ID number, choose a category or service, a course or activity, as well as the instructor. To leave a note or comment, click Manage and open Session Log. Leave your comment and then save. If you'd like to schedule your next appointment, choose a category or service, a course or activity. Then you'll be able to choose the date and time of the appointment. Once the appointment is made, both the student and staff will be receiving email confirmations, as well as an email and/or text reminder to be sent to the student. When you're finished working with the student, simply sign the student out, and then you can pull another student from the waiting list or sign in the next student.
Retire your PC sign-in station and use Sign-in tab with the touchscreen Windows tablet for sign-in and out.
Just like a PC sign-in station, students can sign in, choose a category, subject, or service, then a course or activity, as well as their instructor. When the student is finished at the center, they can simply sign out. All captured data will be available for reporting in real time. So if you're looking for a simple and clean sign-in process, Sign-in tab is your solution.
Designed for simplicity, our staff panel helps staff to be more productive by simplifying access to their daily functions through one screen. From signing a student in from the waiting list to leaving notes or comments, or even scheduling the next appointment, this module is a must-have for those busy centers.
From the convenience of your own office, you'll not only be able to see who's waiting in line, but you can also see the student's previous visits and any notes or comments that were left before signing the student in with yourself. Once the student is signed in, you'll be able to leave your own notes and comments on the session and even complete a session questionnaire. To better communicate success strategies with your students, use our success plans. Attach an action item to create a success plan for the student, and have AccuSQL email the plan as a reminder. Before signing the student out, register the student to an activity, sign them up for a workshop or seminar, or even schedule your next appointment. The staff panel is a one-stop management tool for staff to simplify their daily functions.